Hello guys and welcome to Mental Wealth Conversation with Derrick Were and
Lillian Simil.
Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the last episode that we started with this year, 2022. And today we are here to discuss matters closer to our hearts. It is about Valentine. Valentine is coming. Lillian, where is your boyfriend?
Hi. Pressure and Ostaki. Let's start from there.
Do you want to say those who are in relationships are undergoing pressure?
I don't know, but why are you asking somebody where is their boyfriend or where is their girlfriend?
We need to know.
For why?
For we care. I know, yeah, we do. I do. Let me say I do care. Yeah.
You're too emotional. If you ask me where is my boyfriend, nikikwambia ako hapa and then
I'll be happy.
Ama ako Switzerland.
Mbona unasema nikiwa unataka kulia?
Nataka kulia.
Anyway, guys, today we are here to discuss matters relating to our heart, closer to our heart. Valentine's Day is coming. It's here, and I know there's a lot of pressure concerning Valentine. There's a lot of expectations from everyone across. So today we are joined by an amazing guy. Some of us call him Mr. Love.
Dr. Love.
The hype man. I will allow him to introduce himself as we continue with this conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? My name is Kenji the Guanes Worldwide Band. Yeah, just knew that.
Yeah.
But all in all, my name is Alex Oburu. I'm passionate about masculinity.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess Leona cheer up.
Passionate about masculinity.
What does that mean?
Like men vibe, you know. Just making sure that we lead the pack and ensure kina Derrick hapa.
So you're the guys championing for the 4 Ps.
You had to bring the 4 Ps into this conversation. When it's getting hotter in here, kama kawa kama dawa. Hii podcast imekuwa big. From the last time I was here, tulikuwa tunaongelea
love languages.
Love language. Oh. Alex ni Dr. Love.
It was amazing. You know, so many people came to my inbox like they were happy about the podcast on love languages. Kuna watu wako wanajua hizi vitu, and I'm happy at least somebody somewhere got to know more about love languages. Yeah, and we keep going.
Karibu sana Alex. We are happy to have you again on the show. So today we want to talk about Valentine's and everything Valentine's and its importance, why we celebrate it, do we celebrate it, where it came from. And before the show I was asking you guys, this Valentine's, is it for everyone? Kama mtu ana mtu, like, what does it mean for them?
Mbona una mtu?
First of all, Valentine is, for me, Valentine is the entire February. Of course, February has so many other things, but we celebrate love in the month of February. Love between intimate partners. And I believe and I know intimate partners doesn't mean somebody you are dating. Intimate is somebody you closely connect with.
So my friend is my intimate partner. Like Alex is my friend. Is he my intimate partner?
Intimate.
Yeah, just say yes.
Closeness. I'll say yes.
Oh, you'd say so Valentine's we are celebrating. Me and Alex should celebrate.
Yeah,
Valentine's.
sure. On 14th, which is should be happening. I mean, you should take each other out. You know.
But you know, if you are telling her to celebrate Valentine with me, if she's buying me a gift, anafaa niambie earlier so that I can also buy her one.
Okay, but anyway, we are here to discuss some of these things.
So e-gift is based on reciprocity. Like you can't just one person.
Maybe I just don't want you to feel bad.
What makes you think I'll feel bad?
Oh, you won't.
See, I'm buying for you a gift because I want to buy for you a gift, not because I'm expecting a gift from you.
No, I also PS as again. I don't want to feel like.
So it will be you who will feel bad, not me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lillian, somebody's asking himself or herself, why are we discussing Valentine and this is a mental wealth podcast, you know?
We're discussing Valentine's because love, everything that we do, everything that we partake and everything that we are part of affects our mental health, including our jobs, our love, life. So, yes, that's why we are discussing Valentine's Day and Valentine's Love Month and everything love and the effect it has on our mental health.
Yeah.
That's what we are doing.
What is Valentine to you?
To me?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know, but I just believe the Valentine is a day where love is celebrated. Yeah, all kinds of love, just not like romantic kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can celebrate anyone you love on Valentine's. That's what I believe.
Alex, KG the Guanist.
As for me, actually you said, as Lillian said, she can celebrate it with anyone. On my side, it's actually different because maybe it's me who, for the past maybe 15, 20 years, I've never celebrated Valentine. I did and I didn't know.
Wow.
Maybe, but...
No, it's true. I get. You see, even the response I gave you is what I think Valentine's is. But personally, I have not celebrated Valentine's.
I've celebrated Valentine before.
Oh, nice.
It's an amazing feeling, beautiful feeling. I remember that day.
What are some of the activities that people do on Valentine's?
That day I became dressed to kill, but I was disappointed to a large extent.
Oh, okay.
The lady who was coming, actually it was Muka who was coming. I don't know why Muka asked me.
Here we go. Hey, Muka, surely. Muka should be a stakeholder in this one.
By that time we were not dating, actually. It was one of the moves I was trying to...
Like mlikuwa talking stage or
you
something.
are assuming.
Advanced talking stage.
Oh, advanced.
It was a matter of, signing papers. Yeah.
People sign papers?
Not really signing.
But making it official, like defining the relationship.
Defining the relationship. So she kept me waiting for almost an hour, and I kept on waiting. Regardless of the waiting, it was just a beautiful night, dinner together, dancing, So Valentine is a big day. Valentine's Day is a big day, I'd say. I was telling you guys before we began recording this podcast, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but so many firstborn kids are born between the month of October, November, so you can relate.
Derrick, I will ask you again. Does it mean the rest of us were not born out of love?
No, we were born out of love. I was not born in October or November. But
is it only Alex that was born out of love?
I'm talking about, actually Alex was born in October. What I'm trying to bring to surface is Valentine is a big day. So many people exchange vows, so many people make out, so many people do so many crazy things, beautiful things on that day. So it is not just like any other day. Mm-hmm. It is one day that many people wait for it. I have friends, as we were preparing for this podcast, told me they parted ways with their partners a few days to, Valentine. There's a guy whose girlfriend alimuuliza, what plans do you have for me for Valentine? The guy was very open and genuine. I'm currently broke. I'm not employed, So I don't even have plans for myself, so don't expect anything on Valentine's. And the lady started raising tantrums, etc. And, within no time, they parted ways. Another lady was telling me of how the boyfriend walked out of the relationship prematurely. She was not expecting it, of all days. Why you wait on Valentine's?
Maybe that's when they realize, month of love can also come with convictions. Maybe now you have been convicted and you now know you don't have this person.
But also, I think whatever we are missing is, maybe, for example, right now, a lot of people are dating. That's true. But,
a lot. Can we take a poll here? Okay,
a lot of people are dating, but very few are in love.
Yeah.
You see? So all these people who are dating, they expect maybe gift, maybe something special on that day, but very few are in love. So when you're in love, it will be Valentine's every day. So I don't know why people are hyping Valentine's, you need to do this. You can do it any other day.
Yeah.
So it's not correct for somebody just to receive flowers on the 14th of February.
She can receive it on any other day.
She can receive it on like 31st of March and any other day.
We hype February or 14th because, of course, it is tagged Love Day, and so many people use a lot of money, huge sums of money on that day. You can postpone your celebration to another day when things might be cheaper. On that day, flowers will be quite expensive, So you can choose another day. And doesn't mean it has to be flowers. It has to be chocolates. It has to be jewelries. And I think that's why we're here to discuss about Valentine's. Is it a must you give somebody a gift? Is it a must your partner expects so much from you, and in the event you're not in a position to afford it, what should be the case? Lillian, is it a must? Is it a give and take?
Buy them the flowers, the chocolates, the cars, everything they want. But for me, I look at it like this. Valentine's, of course, there's that pressure, but for me to feel offended that I wasn't gotten for something on Valentine's, it's maybe now it has escalated to somewhere like you feel like you're not appreciated, right?
Yeah.
So it's not about Valentine's, and for me, it's not about Valentine's and not being given something for Valentine's. It can be, Manze, last month, January, you did something for me that was very big, and I was appreciated for that, or I did something for my partner that was very big. So it's about feeling unappreciated. For me, I feel like that's where the problem is, but it's not missing Valentine's. But of course, there are people who want you to, especially as ladies, they just don't want you to ignore totally because everyone else around them is receiving flowers and everything else they can receive, and you're just there, you're not giving them anything. So it's a matter of feeling appreciated, and if your person or whoever you're with feels appreciated, then whether you do something for Valentine's or not is really an issue. And from what I have observed, I don't think my married friends are really this big on Valentine's. And these are people who, if we had to count the number of years they've been in love, it's very long, but they're not as big on Valentine's as us who have not sometimes even defined the relationship.
Yeah.
So that alludes to something Alex said.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just dating, but they're not in love. So if you're in love, you understand that this person values you, they appreciate you. It doesn't matter whether they move mountains on Valentine's Day or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alex, are you dating or you're in love?
I'm in love. LOVE.
Hey, in caps.
So,
highlighted, italicized.
What are your plans for Valentine?
Me, I don't have no plans. So
Alex, I'm someone in a men's conference.
What do you mean?
I'll just let it flow. I haven't planned for anything because sometimes you just want to be hit by the surprise and planning everything. For instance, for example, maybe your shorty comes on Saturday, kila Saturday, and anakujanga 7, you guys have sex at 7:05, kila siku, unaona. So hii kitu itakuwa monotonous every time she comes, like, yeah, so we don't plan stuff.
She has not asked about Valentine's.
That's interesting. So to keep your relationship not
boring,
ni kama tunajua preps.
We should go here. During Valentine's, I get her flower. During Men's Day, I get a boxer and socks, which is very crazy.
We want you guys to have as many boxers as you can.
300 pairs.
Yeah, 365. So you can just wear and throw away.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good plan.
So allow us to buy you boxers.
And let me ask, Alex, do you get the pressure that you need to do something for your girlfriend on Valentine's Day or any other day?
Zero pressure.
What's this?
So if you didn't do something, say on Monday, apart from saying Happy Valentine's Day, would it be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask is it two-way? Because I've never really understood, because I see a lot of flowers flying around. We never know if this box has actually bought. So is it like, do you exchange the gifts? Does everyone come with their gift?
So,
or how is it done?
Me, I guess it also points down to whoever you're dating and the type of people you attract.
Oh, okay.
Because to some extent, I think Derrick will agree with me, we have people who have the tendency of attracting toxic people, and maybe they never get maybe a flower or even a matchbox, maybe something weird. So they are used to, maybe it's supposed to be the man providing kitu kama hiyo, which is not actually bad.
The man gifting.
Yeah, gifting. Yeah, gift. Ni right one. So it's not wrong, but to some extent itakuwa too one-sided, like you just giving kila time. Because mi naweza ambia tu kila mtu, whoever is listening to this podcast, kama Jodem anakupenda, if you guys are in love, pia atajaribu to make an effort. They always do.
To get you a gift.
No matter how small. Nakumbuka tulisema the last time nikiwa kwa show, actually kwa love language ya gifting ni intention.
Yeah,
what
and,
is your intention?
And the thought.
And the thought behind the gift.
Yeah, kama uko na socks zimeraruka, imagine it's just gonna be socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is thoughtful.
Let me ask, must it be a tangible gift for it to be considered a gift?
What else, Derrick, are you giving someone? Spiritual gifts?
Okay, must it be, I'm coming from a point where maybe I'll buy you flowers, I'll buy you chocolates, I'll buy you a beautiful dress, and any other thing. I'm considering the intentions of some of these gifts. Some of the people who are coming to give gifts are people who have been mistreating their spouses, have been mistreating their boyfriend, their girlfriend. Out of 20 days, the happy days are only 2 days. And on that day, they go large. They come with gifts, any other thing, anything that they can provide. They'll go on social media, post about how amazing things are, in matching attires and the likes. So for me, Valentine would mean commitment to improve communication. A special gift for me, it's a commitment to change certain behaviors that don't really make us vibe really well. So for me, it's beyond tangible things. It is how we will live together in the coming months. Because again, love is not only in February. Love will keep on being part of us in March, in April, in May, all the way until December. So for me, if I was offering somebody something, it would be something more of a commitment other than a gift.
Wow. So you're saying we take this opportunity to audit our relationships and see what is working and how we want to move forward.
Yes, absolutely.
To make it healthier, which is good. But I also get where the gifts are coming from. Because apart from this commitment, these gifts, if they come from a genuine place, they play a very important part in making relationships what they are, in making relationships healthy. So there's a place for it. We can't discredit it. But what you're saying is also important. It's not okay to go large on the flowers and everything we can see. But inside, we have our own unresolved conflicts. We have our own communication issues. So it's important to have that audit. But also, for me, I wouldn't discredit the part of all these other things. Because there's also a part for them.
I am not here to discredit gifts. Mm-hmm. I'd love to receive gifts. I'd love to, of course, share gifts with my friends, people who really matter to me a lot. All I'm saying is, sometimes we have made material factors or material things to supersede other things which, for me, I think it is important. For example, there are people who are still in relationships that is toxic, but because they can receive expensive things in that relationship, they remain in those relationships. There was a time, because we need to share it on TikTok, we need to share it on Instagram, we need to share it on Facebook. Our statuses need to be filled with, expensive attires. You are wearing Louis Vuitton, you're wearing Gucci, all those expensive, things you want to expose to the world. But the reality is you're not happy. So mine is, it is good to receive all these gifts, but can it be a moment of us to call ourselves to order and ask yourself, is it really worthy of my time?
Derrick, I think I remember a certain marketing strategist, he was pitching, and he said, is there something more than sour banner? Which, do you remember that?
Yeah.
That need? So the guy said, quote unquote, if you didn't maybe get the clip, sour banner means I see you, I respect you, and I know you're there. Which actually it is funny, but I think people need to sour banner a lot.
Yeah,
to see you. And also to add on that, I think we do not have a market value, a price for any person. So regardless of whether someone will spend on you or they won't, I don't think we should be able to actually take it nitwaje, like so much, the word is not coming.
Like a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, because there are people who are in true relationships, and the relationship is going to end today. It's going to end few days after Valentine because they did not receive gifts. They already feel like, they don't want to understand this person was probably in a point where he could not afford or she could not afford. It could be a point where the guy or the lady was not available on that day. It is a Monday. So you find somebody killing a genuine relationship from a person who has ambition, from a person who genuinely loves you, from a person who sees a future with you. But because
I think that's the point where we bring communication in. Because you see, I understand that somebody might not have money, which is okay, or resources, or is not available on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's okay. But also, you see somebody wanting to feel appreciated on Valentine's, you can't take that away from someone, you understand? So if you're not able to do that, because you see these are their needs, and everyone has their own needs in a relationship. So you can't take that away from someone. If they feel like, if that is important to them and they feel like they need to feel appreciated on Valentine's Day, then you don't take away that from them. You communicate to them and tell them, I know this is important to you, but I'm not able to do that.
This is what I'd say. Maybe I'm wrong. Even in relationship, most of the time, it might sound controversial. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. If, for example, I feel like I should receive gifts on Valentine, I should go and buy the gifts. Like we don't have power over others. I don't have power over my spouse.
But then why are you with this person?
Because,
of course, yes, you have your own happiness.
yeah.
And if we really could be independent in that sense, then everyone should live alone.
I'm not
there's no point in having someone, because if you can say you're responsible for your own happiness, you don't need anyone to make you happy, then what is the point of comparison? Because you really don't need anyone. Everyone can do everything for themselves.
Actually, most of the things we can do on our own.
Yes, you can.
We get partners so that they can supplement what is already existing.
Yes.
So it is good to anticipate, but my whole conversation or my whole point is, it is not a matter of life and death. There are so many people I know who are taking it as a matter of, if this doesn't happen, then we're not moving to the next step.
Yeah.
So there's so many. Sorry to cut you short. There's so many guys who are going to borrow a lot of money, either from Tala, from friends.
Yeah.
They're going to borrow money to buy suits. They're going to borrow money to just impress somebody. It is not bad to impress, but my whole point in all this conversation is, cut your cloth according to your
size. And that's why I'm saying, if you're not able to communicate, because you see, it's not these things that somebody does or doesn't do, it's the lack of communication. If you can't communicate and say, I know this is important for you, for example, let me use another example. The girls are very big on their birthdays.
Yeah.
So most of the time they will expect something from not just their boyfriend, but people who are close.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This person can go and get themselves gifts. Whatever it is they want, they can get it for themselves. So I feel like that the same thing applies in this context. So communicate. Tell this person, I know, for example, your birthday is a big deal for you, and you usually throw a party or whatever, but this time I'm not able to do anything for you, and do the small you can, or say, make your commitment and say, I'll do it. I'm not able either to do it totally, or I'll push it to a further date. So what I'm saying is communicate. Because yes, I know we can sit here and talk about deep things, but I'm telling you from a woman's perspective, those small things matter to women, and they need to be taken.
What do you mean by small things?
Like you see, like something like flowers. That's a simple thing, but it is of very high significance to a woman. Something like chocolate. Like just make an effort. Don't tell somebody totally you don't have money. Unajua, kama mimi napendanga sneakers, ukienda kunibea hata ile sneakers, so I'll be happy.
Kuna sneakers no wapi?
Sneakers, so like chocolate. Sneakers, so like I'll be very happy. You understand? So it's not about you having lots of money. It can be at your siku, you just setting time aside to, come see me or something like that. But totally ignoring because you don't have money.
I don't support ignoring.
I
And
feel
I
like
completely agree with you. It is important to
But
communicate.
I think someone
Yeah,
who
communicate.
is actually a coward, and in the first place, you in not any position should ever date a coward, because there's communicating and understanding.
Yes.
Because you can be communicating a lot. Maybe, for example, Lillian, kesho sitakuwa. But in terms of understanding, maybe I don't, or my partner doesn't understand. In that case, uta communicate kwanza asubuhi hadi jioni peke yako.
But Alex, if you tell me kesho sitakuwa, like that is not very specific.
Maybe okay. So I won't talk in terms of communication. It's smart. Specific,
yes,
measurable,
tell
attainable.
me, I know that this tomorrow, this is what is happening, this is where you're at, this is what we usually do, but unfortunately, kesho siko because I'll be here. This is the plan I have about what we usually do, ama what is expected. Yes, that is the kind of communication I'm talking about.
Sema kesho nitakuwa na 4 man. So I agree, communication is very key. And then the type of partner you're dating. Some of the relationship which will end this month is
Actually, Derrick just sounds like a prophet of doom. Some of the relationships that will end in the few days to come.
I'm saying because I've already interacted. Before we were recording this podcast, or we started to record this podcast, I had a lengthy conversation with some of my friends, and people who are not really my friends. Just ask them, what do you expect on Valentine? And then it was opening more conversations on their relationship and how things. Apparently, the people I've had conversation with before this podcast, their relationship ended. A few days, and they related all this to Valentine. The plans, realizing that there was somebody else for the Valentines, somebody who could provide better.
So these are not even relationships. There's some just
exactly situationships, which we need also to address. There's maybe a guy, there's a lady.
So they could be me in my situation, or somebody in that situation also expecting something for Valentine's.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
There are people who are in toxic relationships, of course, this period. And some of the things in toxic is, the pressure, the ultimatums, you have to do it.
Kwa streets pia watu wanabaiana gifts.
Yeah, people are doing that.
Kwa streets hakuna.
Kwa streets hakuna.
kuna streets za masmuthe.
Oh.
Za nini? I think sometimes
za kibabi.
Ni street gani?
Oh,
kama ni
River Road. Kama ni River Road.
Kama ni street ya ghetto, gifts ni, making out sometimes.
On the 17th, because you're not the main person.
Exactly. So the people are giving out gifts. So we're also addressing this conversation to people who are in toxic relationships. It is not a must. If you cannot afford communicate.
Sio lazima. Go and listen to our just song. I will just put it very clearly. Go and listen to that song.
Sio lazima. I love the message in that music.
Unajua, Derrick, we said umesema sio lazima, and I feel if you're a man, maybe ama a chick, and una feel your pressure ya getting something, unaona pressure ifai ikue, because if the person understands where you are, maybe in terms of finance na kila kitu, time wise, unaweza kuwa maybe you have the time and maybe you don't have the money, you have the money, you don't have the time. So if they don't understand that simple fact, mimi nashangaa, why are you guys dating? It narrows down to the person you chose the first time. And mimi ndambia kila msee, if this is the time someone will leave you, it's actually good, it's a win for you. They didn't leave you, maybe they walked away from a chance, ama
they just dropped the ball.
So they dropped the ball, and from that point and going forward, you should be able to maybe choose someone who is worth your time.
Wow.
We should also discuss men and women who, let me say women for instance, who receive so many gifts under pressure, under certain ultimatums. That who are going to give in to their body.
Yes. But let me add something to what Alex has said before I forget. Alex has talked about if somebody leaves you right now. And we've talked about communication, understanding, but what I've seen, what is really lacking in this generation of ours, relationship is work. Just because I love somebody or somebody loves me is not enough for us to to hold a relationship together. It has to take a lot of work, a lot of inner work, a lot of work together. And most of us don't even do that. And that's why you see the basics of just even knowing basic things about. Because you see, understanding you don't have the time or the money is something really basic. If I can't understand that, it means I really don't even know you. And that raises the question of what are we doing in this relationship? So some people are just existing in relationships. I don't know, for maybe material and sexual benefit, and that's it. And they don't do the rest of the work to ensure that this relationship is progressive and it's also healthy. Yeah.
That people will be like, okay, najua I'm here for material, I'm here for sex and intimacy. Kuna shida gani?
Exactly.
I personally believe you waste your time. Like time when time.
What if they want to waste their time, Derek?
Nobody wants to waste their time.
No, I don't think there's any human being who wants to waste time.
But you see, Alex and Derek, you see what you say. If you really don't want to waste your time, how we measure you not wanting to waste your time is by the things you do. So if your actions are telling us you want to waste your time, then you want to waste your time. We can't say you don't want to waste your
Derek
time.
was telling me something. There's a difference between men and women, and we have to agree. First, women are born with everything, and the world is trying to steal every day something from them. And men are born with nothing. So the more they go, the more they get things. That's why utapata it's
and explain to me the way I was born with everything and you were born with nothing.
For instance, men treasure beauty. We treasure younger women. And it's true. So you during your prime time, which is maybe around 18 to around 29, I'm 30, I'm 35, depending on the person.
No, my prime is gonna be at 50.
Okay.
Yes.
You decided. Yes. So if at your prime you're wasting time with other people, then maybe you will at some point ungepata maybe someone better, and you will be building something these few years you wasted with this guy, because maybe he has a tattoo, he smokes, maybe he has dreadlocks, two stupid things. Maybe this generation, maybe a women of this generation adore, which are really crazy, and they won't handle a relationship. Unakumbuka the other time this guy said, you're not a princess, your father lied to you. If you want to be happy in life, go get a family man, someone who even at the worst, but at amkaende kazi unaona, at the worst that make sure you guys are happy. So if you decide to pick someone because of material, ndo tunapata ati watu wanasema later in life, sijui this guy alinitisha loan, sijui, and wanakuwa victims of the Tinder swindler.
Simon Peter.
Yeah, because
watching.
No, any by the way, mimi I'm still, you guys watched it when the week was starting. Me, I watched it yesterday night, and I went to sleep thinking nitaota. Like, that was very horrifying.
Yeah, so if you set your priorities straight, you want somebody driving Lamborghini and everything, you just want that. Usually pata hizo vitu. So if you want to go for it. But when you get the consequences, don't come back crying to people who maybe use their prime doing maybe some senseless stuff, maybe trying to build a company. And because this guy is trying to build a company now, you're like, hey, dude, you're broke. I can't hang out with you. Like, me, that's bullshit,
Like, yeah, in that documentary, Tinder Swindler, somebody's jumping from, it is a lust and commitment stuff. People are forming a relationship from lust and commitment. Like, you have been impressed with some of the things they do. Of course, there are certain things that attract women to men. And without even developing intimacy, allowing you to know this person, being connected more and more, you commit. This person is telling you, you're the person I want to marry, and it stops you from thinking. It denies you the opportunity to know this person more and more. So I'd say the documentary is really horrifying. You wonder why there are certain human beings with such kind of behaviors,
Yeah.
But we must learn from it. There's an aspect of,
Of course, there is an aspect of learning.
To understand the people you interact with, the people you allow them to be your friend. Do you just jump in straight to commitment without knowing who they are, without they're telling you it's true and all?
But you see, hey, Derek, You see, this Simon guy, like, apart from him having money, he had mastered yes. Like, this guy comes, like, leave his money aside. I feel like he could live and swindle people without looking like he is a billionaire's son or whatever.
I think it will be really hard. That's why he had to position himself as a billionaire.
No, there's that aspect. I get it. But there's also the aspect of this person looking like he's here for you to cater for your needs. Because there's some places he looks like this chick is telling her. Kwanzaa, I remember the first one. This chick was saying she's in Oslo at her parents, and this guy's like, I'm busy on business trip. The next thing she knows, this guy has landed in Oslo. Even you'd be like, okay. You know, like, so those things, like, apart from the money, those things, because people even fall for people who don't have money, and they give them money. It's because of those things and the manipulation that comes with it. So I've seen a lot of people trolling these women, and they're like, they go for money, they deserve it. No. There's more to it than the money aspect.
I think the guy is just charismatic and he knows
exactly
what to say.
What to say, he knows.
What time.
Yes.
They will be telling you, I'll send you a check. Then the next time he's like, you know what, Peter is hard and everything. Just send me.
My enemies are.
My enemies
are here.
I guess also we can relate it to whatever we are speaking today. I think other people view the aspect of material so much. So in terms of social media, it has exposed everyone to a different life. You know, for instance, kama this place where we are holding the podcast from, ingekuwa separated and we don't have access to any other thing, life will be much maybe easier and better, and maybe, I don't know, but I think in terms of social media, it has affected because on this day, on the 14th,
of
February, you'll find some people, they'll be on TikTok first thing in the morning, you know, TikTok, just trying to see what gift this person got.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like those social media in-laws.
Yeah, jumping to IG. Hey, wow, this guy bought maybe a Sharia car, then
iPhone 12.
What? iPhone 13.
iPhone 13 Pro Max. That's the one I want.
Kidogo,
all your friends have.
And Derrick, you want to buy gas.
So we think, there's so many other factors affecting human expectation. If you know your boyfriend, for example, is earning 10,000, his bill inakuja close to 9,000, and that day Memo could spend 500 on you. Will you appreciate, or will you appreciate kama me spend 20,000 because other people are spending 20,000?
I mean, you'll appreciate, but you see, Derrick, hata before tukuje Valentine's and nikose ku appreciate punch yako or your 500 bob, I've already shown you these signs that I'm not appreciative, because I didn't learn that you're earning 10K on Valentine's Day or on January. You know, I have known this all along. And if I am truly unappreciative, even you know I'm not appreciative, because you probably have tried to do something else for me, and I was just like, meh, what is this? So it comes down to really knowing who you're with. So if somebody is unappreciative, just know if you do the least, even though that's all you have, they will still be unappreciative.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this is a message to everyone who unapataga mtu zawadi lakini they don't appreciate. It happens. Mimi nakumbuka I think
acha tu nijaribu hii.
Acha nijaribu.
Mimi sikupeana na smile.
Yeah. And then kuna tu wale wanafindiki tu fault in everything you give them. Umempatia kitu like, you have tried. Umembayia viatu. But atafind tu fault kwa kitu umempatia, there will be no asante, it hurts. Men love to be appreciated. The fact that you say thank you can make a man wake up the following morning, even at 5 a.m.
But I'll say thank you, but I will never wear the shoes.
It's okay. You can give somebody a gift and then you say thank you, and you can later on say, isi tabia vitu vyetu miwa na, but I know my sister, for example, will appreciate this shoe.
Is it not wrong to give away gifts you're given?
No, if you can,
you just say your sister stole the shoes.
No, I'd really be happy if somebody says, for example, kwa mfano ni viatu na itoshi, there could be a possibility of me taking the shoe back and get another one. Sometimes there are those possibilities.
Yeah, maybe add something.
There are those possibilities. Or it will click in my mind, it was important I have a conversation with her, the kind of things she loves, so that in the event I happen to, buy her something, it is in line with what she loves.
Yes, me, that's where I'm going. Like, have a little bit of other, when you are talking about thought, it's also thinking about the person that you're gifting. Will they like this thing?
It's not to me.
And for the gift to have, I would say thank you, but the gift to have impact, I really have to appreciate it. I could say thank you, and I would forget you gifted me because that gift didn't have any meaning to me. You understand? Or else, or on another occasion, you can buy for me something that is very little priced, but it's because it's something that I like. I will forever remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're gifting, think about the person that you're gifting. And think about what works for them. Some people they don't want gifts. They just want to be taken out to eat.
Yeah.
Just think about the person that you're doing.
Yeah, some of the things
whatever
they enjoy talking about, the things they want to have.
Put them into consideration.
To pick.
Just don't pick it. I saw this dress and I thought it would look good on you. Based on what? Who told you?
No. It's completely wrong. I agree. Sometimes it's not even right to. I know some of us will go to their friends and ask them, "Anapetaga nini." Sometimes it won't work. You may have seen somewhere where it completely didn't work. You assume beshte yake anajua kabisa kitu anapenda lakini
but friend yake pia ajui.
But because I choose from a perspective of a woman, and you don't just generalize all women and say they love this particular kind of stuff.
True. Like me, I have a number of friends that are like, don't buy them flowers to me, just don't.
Yeah, we have ladies who prefer maybe food.
Yeah, I love.
Mbona Alexander I'm not liking this at all. I am not liking this.
You're the one who is. They say when bones are mentioned, all the people feel attacked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're a lover of food,
I do
if he was
love
not looking at you, you'll feel like he was talking to you directly.
Just bring me flowers I can eat.
Yeah. So there's a conversation I was trying to bring about.
But also before, let me. I don't want to forget. We are not discrediting you getting a gift, even without thinking, because maybe your relationship can be new or something like that. You can still get a gift, but going forward. It's important to like really know what would this person want, and this comes from actually taking time to know the person.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can get your gift, because even somebody ever got me randomly a gift, a dress, and they didn't really know me, but I really loved that dress.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt, but move forward with understanding. Yes.
Maybe lastly, as these people who there's so much pressure. Like people want to do us for Valentine's, you have to make out, because he's taking you to one of the most expensive hotel. He's buying you this, he's going to bring you this and this. So many people succumb to that pressure, and it is not bad to make out, but imagine making out at a time when you're not ready. It's somebody you've barely known for weeks.
Oh yeah, maybe a relationship is just brand new.
Yeah, there's so many relationships that are so brand new within this period, before and after.
Those ones who got there, they started a relationship in January, so that they're not
exactly,
single.
so they're not single on 14.
People actually do that.
Yes, it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens. Somebody gets
how casual has
somebody
relationship
can say yes to a man even on 30th, or say yes to a woman even on 1st of February, because they don't want 14th or patikama wako single. Yeah, and so you can imagine you've been bombarded with so many gifts. Umepatiwa hii hapa, the most expensive dress you ever wanted, nini, and you're like, whenever you're bombarded with so many things, there's always the aspect of how do I return back? How do I show
you feel
gratitude?
Obligated to reciprocate.
To reciprocate. And sometimes, even from your conscience, you feel like, this is not the man I want to do this with. This is not the woman I want to do this with. Or, I don't feel it is time. Our bodies are different. And maybe in women, it's more different from men. How your body responds to especially intimacy. You feel like it is not time. And this is not the right moment for me, But because of all this pressure, and because your friends, as you're preparing, it happens that you are talking to your girls and you'll be like, he's taking you out to this place. Oh, you need to do 1, 2, 3 things, in saying thank you. It seems like he's the man for you, And sometimes, I'm not speaking from a bad point of view, but there are some of your friends who are not genuine with you.
Yeah.
They will tell you because some think it's stylish, some think it has become part of us, and some They just want you to do it so that you learn your lessons the hard way, so that you go through KICD, Kenya Institute of Character Development, kuanzia hiyo siku ya 14, you know. And sometimes the results zinakam after 9 months. Tunapata October babies, November babies, you know.
What amazed me is we feel sometimes, you know, the difference between male friends and female friends. You'll find as men we think we can get maybe another person like your girlfriend, so maybe leo kuja introduce niambie yeah huyu ni manzi yangu, niko like oh nice, maybe I should get someone like her. But as for women, they go like I need to get him, no. So I think in terms of friends, me even talking to a lot of female friends, their friends are not really conducive when it comes to a place where their man is at the center.
No, you're lying.
Me, I'm saying that maybe a bigger percentage, because
from experience,
yeah, I can shop with this girl, but
as Dr. Love, as somebody who has dated,
yeah, as
another
an expert, as a seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah, so sijui mbona it doesn't add up and everything.
Okay, there's that, but I feel like those are the only stories that are out there, so that's what you hear most. But I don't think that's what, like, for me, I am trying to think about what you're saying, and I'm just thinking it's ridiculous. Like, my friends not allowing me to in the spaces where their men are because they think I'm gonna take them. But to be honest, some women think like that, because I've seen people who have thought like that. But no, it's not. Okay, it's the case for some women, but we shouldn't like be thinking like that. Because for me, I'm thinking, when you the more we talk about this, the more people assume, okay, every woman, even when you don't have a reason to suspect someone, you just suspect that this babes is out to take your man.
But I think most of
yes, but also I wanted to say something on that. If you find yourself worrying, and this I'm talking to my fellow women, if you find yourself worrying about this somebody taking your husband, that's not your worry is in the wrong direction. You need to worry about yourself, because probably you are insecure, or you need to worry about your man, not the other person. Yes,
I agree.
Your
worry should not be.
Yes, your worries should not be the third party. Worry about the two of you. Yes.
There was a time I was advising a friend of mine. The lady was cheating. Alipata angeangalia messages and all that stuff, and then the lady disappeared almost for a whole week. She was not at the place. And he came to find out that alikuwa na mse mwingine. So the guy was really mad, angry, and he actually called one of those guys and akamwambia stay away from my woman. And alibaki na hiyo simu. Then he went through some of our other chats and akapata 2 other men. So I was telling the guy, what if there are other 1,000 men? Do you want to fight
a whole rally?
You know,
it's a whole WhatsApp.
The issue is not the men. The issue is your woman.
Yes,
you know, the issue is not your girlfriend.
Always confront the person you're in a relationship
with. The person you have made commitment with.
Yes.
That is the person who is accountable to that relationship. Any other person who is coming in, this person allowed them to come in.
Yeah, they're coming in because they're allowed.
So it is actually so wrong if a woman is fighting another woman because of a man.
Yes, and vice versa.
And vice versa. It is wrong. It is not them. It is your part.
Why if I get to a place where I have to fight another man, nipeleke ushago.
Tukweke tu makofi proper.
Anyway,
you know actually, the most important thing that my dad maybe forced me to understand was, for you to be successful in life, you have to understand, or rather manage 2 things. Know how to manage money. As a man, know how to manage money and women.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to elaborate?
I think you've elaborated most of the saying on the women part in your shows. Maybe just know who you're dating. They are not worth it.
Yeah, like manage who you let into your space. Because people, and I think this is general for anyone, because whoever you let into your space, especially somebody who's close to you like that person can really destroy your life. decide if they want. They can build you or destroy you, whether it's a man or woman.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done. Any parting shots for Valentine's? Wish people happy Valentine's. Things like that.
What was Jibando?
What was Why?
This is a special day. Let me tell you, it's a big day. If you have the capacity to spoil somebody, spoil them.
Spoil somebody's daughter, spoil somebody's son.
Spoil somebody's son,
Yeah.
Don't fear anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes, for me, I always say, give your best. I am not the kind of person who wants to get into something in one foot and then mwingine macha nje. We are testing waters, nini hapana. Just give your best. If it happens, it happens. We learn from it and then we will not make such mistakes.
Yeah.
It is never wrong to love. It is
True.
always wrong to love the wrong person. That is normally the issue. If you
No, it's
love
not
the
even
right,
wrong. It's not wrong.
It's not just wrong.
It's not wrong to love, whether it's the right person or the wrong person. There's no love wasted, because if you say it's wrong to love the wrong person, then does it mean you withhold your love when it comes to them? Like, loving is loving, and if you make mistakes, then you make mistakes, but never regret having loved the wrong person, quote unquote wrong person, or person that somebody who it didn't work out with, because that's who you are, Alex. If you're somebody who just loves, that's who you are. And if we start tagging loving the wrong person, then you'll start moving for asking myself, is this the right person? Should I withdraw
but
my?
I think you should.
It is important to ask ourselves.
Yes, it's important.
Are they the right people?
Yes, definitely.
I'm considering time.
Definitely,
You don't have time.
but you see the thing you've talked about not being half.
Yes.
They could be that situation.
Mine is, by the time you're making full commitment, and this is to people who are intimate dating, before you make full commitment to loving them, you've already confirmed a few other things,
But do you ever know?
No, you won't know every other thing.
How do you know she or he is the one?
There's
But see, there's actions that happen here, and then a few months later, you don't see them, or you start seeing other things.
Of course, relationships have issues. We don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. But if it's beyond solving, then sometimes it's good to part ways. Sometimes the best way to win is to accept defeat. Yeah.
I almost brought up another topic, but I know somebody will be like, you were talking about me. So I'd rather not. But this has been interesting, and what we are saying is, I know we've said a lot of things, but let your love for this month have meaning, basically. Whatever you're going to do on the 14th or the entire of the month is up to you, but ask yourself, is it this kind of place that I would like to be in, whether romantically, in friendships, or wherever, the people that you love? Do you have some work to do in your family? Do you have some work to do in your romantic relationship? Do you want to love better by being more self-aware, by being more empathetic, by being more emotionally intelligent? So ask yourself how you can escalate or grow your love to like the next level, so that is more meaningful to you and even to the people that you are expressing it to.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. Alex, what do you want to tell our listeners? Dr. Love mwenyewe?
Yes, for me, zero pressure. Mtu asijiwekee pressure and everything. But I second what Derrick has said. Just have fun, be responsible, and just love.
Just love. Yes. Just love. Just go ahead and love. Yes. Me, Valentine's, I think I'll treat my dog.
Nena do.
Wow, Alex. Derrick, we're done?
And I'm done.
Wow. Okay. Bye. That has been an interesting one. See you in the next one.